Oh, I'm just a suitcase. Don't stay too long in any place. A weary, beat-up suitcase. No name, no tag, no face. Got no destination, no deadline. Just pack my clothes and head on down the line.
Okay. Hi, everybody. This is Alex Shoumatoff in Montreal, and I'm talking to my good buddy here in Mississippi. You'll be hearing more about her, but I want to just tell you what this YouTube channel called Stories from the Suitcase is all about. And so let me just, the fact is I have been traveling since I was a kid in the early 50s to different countries around the world. I've been to about 60 of them. I've met all kinds of different people, from Trump to the pygmies of the Ituri forest. And so I have an unlimited amount of stories that I want to share with you from all these experiences that I've had. And so that's what the Stories from the Suitcase is going to be. It's going to be stories of things that I've experienced, and come into contact with, since I was a kid. So there's also going to be music. I play music and have written some songs. Actually, there's an album of mine called Suitcase on the Loose, which you can hear on my website, dispatchesfromthevanishingworld.com. Anyway, so in fact, we're going to play that song at the end of this video, I believe, so you can hear it, and show you the cover, maybe even in the beginning of this thing, as we had before. Anyway, so let me just tell you that how this whole suitcase business came about. In 1991, I spent a month undercover in Tibet, reporting the first major exposure of the Chinese ethnocide of Tibet, which was in Vanity Fair in 1991. You can see it on my website there, dispatchesfromthevanishingworld.com, in the past work section, called A Letter from Lhasa. Anyway, so after this month in Tibet, I go to Dharamsala, India, to meet with His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And I have a 3-hour private audience with him. He's very interested in hearing what I saw and learned about in Tibet. And after we go through, I report on what happened on the trip there. My brother and sister are Tibetan Buddhists, and my great uncle went to Tibet in 1912. He was in search of new species of Parnassius butterflies. That was so we have an old, family connection with Tibet, and so there's this Buddhism, and I'm really, more interested in Buddhism than I've ever been. And one of the core principles is it's called the Mahamudra, is and there are different schools of thought of Mahamudra and all that, but the idea is that this chair over there isn't really there. It's all in your mind. So I say to His Holiness, I'm having trouble with this idea of this Mahamudra business, because last night in my hotel room, I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and I tripped over my suitcase, which I had forgotten I was there, and fell flat on my face. And you can't say that was in my mind. And so he gives it sort of Santa Claus, like, ho, 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 and then he says, what is a suitcase? You can describe everything about the suitcase, the size, the material, this and that, but there will always be something about that suitcase that you failed to describe. And furthermore, if you had been a subatomic particle, you would have passed right through the suitcase. Therefore, neither you nor the suitcase exist. So that one started to think about that one. So about a month later, I'm sitting on this dock on a river in the Peruvian Amazon, waiting for a boat ride. And I'm sitting on my suitcase, my trusty, companion has been on many of my travels. Here it is. Can you see it? Look, there's a few stickers, transportation security, more stickers. It's a real beat up, but it's a very good suitcase, actually. I don't use it anymore because there's lighter ones now. And this one doesn't have the handle that I can carry it on the wheel. I mean, that can be fixed. Anyhow, so I'm thinking, I've been called a lot of things, and one of them, for instance, was a accidental journalist. I kind of write about whatever happens, and whoever I meet becomes part of the story. Like Wanda here, as you'll be finding out soon. Anyhow, so I'm thinking, God. So, the accidentalness of the total immersion version journalist, again, a lot of different ways, but I'm thinking the best name for me is really the suitcase. I run into, whoever I meet becomes part of the story, because, it's the story is kind of the way I see it. The experiences I have, you're supposed to keep yourself out of it in journalism, but I'm afraid that I have violated that. Right. So I just wanted to tell you, the next video, I'm going to introduce you to the wonderful Wanda Kyle, and I'll explain to you how she became part of this humble effort of ours here. And then the next one we'll do a little music. But meanwhile, I want to close with the full version of the Suitcase on the Loose song that you can find on my website. It was produced by the late, great Kate McGarrigle, who's the mother of Rufus Wainwright and Martha Wainwright, a wonderful person. Anyhow, so that's what we'll be closing this one with.
Oh, I'm just a suitcase. Don't stay too long in any place. A weary, beat-up suitcase. No name, no tag, no face. Got no destination, no deadline. Just pack my clothes and head on down the line. Oh, I'm a lost case, going no place fast. A displaced, disgraced suitcase that's running from the past. Got no pretext, no prepared text. I'm just here one day and gone the next. I got no heart to break, no money to take, no steady job, no soul to rob. I'm just a suitcase on the loose that's seen a lot of use. I'm a suitcase on the case, circulating all over the place. Flying by the seat of my pants, catch as catch can, just trying to stay one town ahead of the repo man. I've been to Mali and Bali, Angola and Apalachicola. I'm a traveling fool, I'm mad for travel. Smooth, rough asphalt or gravel, any old surface will do. 'Cause I'm just passing through. You know, I never been to Barcelona. Like to get there before I'm a goner. I'm a stateless suitcase, a weightless suitcase, a loveless and a hateless suitcase. I've been lost and found, I've covered a lot of ground. I'm a suitcase on the loose. I got nothing more to prove and nothing left to lose. I'm just trying to shake these low down, lonesome suitcase blues. Well, I guess it's time to skedaddle. Gotta make it to Seattle. I'm a suitcase on the loose that's getting itchy and footloose. So it's so long, been real nice being with you. And as they say in Ethiopia, Abyssinia.